Hi and welcome back to Powerwash Adventure, and as I always give a warning at the start of every session I have in this, I will be pulling up menus and there'll be on-screen text I'll be referring to that you won't be able to see in the recording just because of the way that the preview window displays things in this game, which is unfortunate, but there we go. So I've gone through all of the main story now. You can hear the clicking. I've done every single thing in the main story. So the next thing is, oh my goodness. So there's a dream level, which is cleaning two young ladies, it seems, which you have to do to then unlock a thing called redemption. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to do the two young ladies one as a recording. I just don't think it's really an appropriate thing to do. The spaceship that I'm looking at now that you can't see is massive. So I think I'm going to have a look. I'm just going to check something. Yeah, I've definitely done everything on the main story. So I'm going to have a look at these graffiti levels. It wants me to download. Right. Oh, I'm trying to click on it and it's not letting me... it wants me to wash it. Right, okay. Aha, right, so am I washing graffiti off this? Oh, I am. Okay, right, so when it said graffiti level, I thought that was going to be actually apply graffiti to something. But apparently not. What we're doing is we're cleaning graffiti off. You're not going to make me do the underside of this, are you? Yeah, you are, aren't you? Oh my god, have I got to get down? I can't remember if there's a crouch button or not. Right, got that. Somebody mentioned to me on Mastodon the other day, after, because I always post links to new videos to my Mastodon account, davep@fosterton.org, and someone had obviously watched a wee bit of my video. Oh, it's on for permanent then. And they commented that like I was cleaning more than necessary, in so much as when you get the like that there, Bing and the Flash, you've obviously finished that bit. And yeah, I knew that. I picked that up quite early on, but I realised that as I'm talking away, even though I register that that's happened, I'm not quite paying attention, and I'm just kind of in the zen of the game and enjoying it, and I'll just keep going, because actually it's just enjoyable doing this and just waffling on, and yeah, it's so easy to miss that actual little notification. And I think in terms of being an experience, that's actually quite telling. I feel like there we go. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel that's quite telling, that just how satisfying this is. That you can be doing it and playing the game and sort of miss some of the visual cues that you get, just because it's really enjoyable just spraying this model that's in space in front of you. Also, there is a thing of, I do find sometimes that it's not really a good example, like there, it can look, the way that texture is, it can look like it's not fully clean. So it's that there. Haven't I cleaned this plane already, but wasn't it just plain dirt as opposed to... Because this is, what, basically an extra 300, something like that, I think. If I know my stunt planes, which I don't. Everything I know about aviation I learned from flight simming badly. But yeah, I think I cleaned this one before. I think I just went off on half a dozen different tangents there and lost myself. Talking of flight sims, that does remind me. I realised that I haven't done anything on my round Britain trip that I've been doing in X-Plane 11 for VR for months. I can't remember the last time I recorded a leg, or flew a leg and recorded it. And in part, that's just because it's a commitment to do that, because it's sort of, you know, anywhere from 40 minutes to maybe 90 minutes sat there with a headset on, not doing that much and enjoying the view and filling my time and all that kind of stuff. Is that thing clean? No. And so yeah, it's kind of tricky filling the time. And there's something about playing, about flying that seems to make the headset sit quite heavily on my head. And so I've got to be in the right headspace, I've got to be in the right mood, I've got to be feeling very up to it to do it. And so I kept putting it off for a few weeks, and now, at this time of year, because there's a lot less sunlight, and because I'm making a point of actually flying it in real world weather, there's less time to actually get it done. I've got to make sure I choose my time during the day just right. And also, just the weather's not so good, so I'll be flying in less VFR friendly weather as well. So that's the thing to take into account. All of which is a long way of saying I've just kind of been favouring all sorts of other games, and I realise I really need to get back to it, because I absolutely want to finish that trip. I actually want to end up back at Edinburgh Airport, having flown around at least sort of mainland Britain, if not the whole of the UK. I still haven't decided. I think I may sort of do it in two parts, in that I'll try and do mainland Britain, and then kind of head out and go around Northern Ireland, something like that. Afterwards, those kinds of things. There's still bits to do on that, but I don't know where. Okay, I think I got that. Let's get this bit while I'm here. So yeah, I need to get back to that. Very much need to get back to that. There's a danger I may end up leaving it until spring. We'll see. Because I do enjoy it. It's actually a lot of fun. It's one of those things where whenever I'm doing it and I start getting quite into it, and I wish I had a proper yoke in front of me and all that kind of stuff. So I was flying in VR, but with all the right controls, and pedals as well. Could really do with pedals. So yeah, I must get back to that. Oh, still a lot left to do on this wing. Is it all underneath? It's probably all underneath, isn't it? Oh, I should go around the other side. Oh yeah, loads underneath. So I really feel like I'm sort of back into VR properly now, just because after I had the really bad cold the other week, about 3 weeks ago or so, and it took me a while to get back into playing VR and stuff. Let's have a look. Antenna there. I think I got the antenna. Yeah. Tank cover and static wick right. What the hell's a static wick? Also, what's the tank cover? What the hell's a tank cover? That? Yeah, that's that. Right. It's a static wick. Do we think it's this? No, it's a winglet. What's a wick? Wing flap part, right. I got one thing left to do and I don't know what it is. Plain body left. What's a wick? That's not fair. Oh my god. Whatever I'm missing, it's going to be like the smallest part, isn't it? You can't see what I'm looking at, obviously. In fact, where's the screen? I can't see the screen. So you can see my hand and stuff like that. You can see what I'm pointing at. But what you can't see is just next to it, there's a little hover text that shows me the name of the thing that I'm hovering over and how much of it I've cleaned. So it's definitely the antenna. I suppose there's a way of, if I pull this up, right? Ah! I didn't know that. Okay, he's actually useful. Well, I never knew that. He's actually useful. You can ask him to point at whatever. I take it all back. You're actually quite nice and useful. Let's have a look at the other graffiti levels. Okay, I'm going to do... There's a piano. So I need to download it. Right, let's do it. I'm going to do this piano and then I'm going to call it a day. Make it a short session. I almost feel bad about cleaning that. That actually looks really nice. Oh, this is now clean now that I've cleaned this. Ha, that's worth knowing. Oh, it's a little bit laggy. A little bit laggy. Wasn't expecting it to lag. You know, pink's not my colour, but I kind of feel like the piano looked better before. Anyone who knows me knows that black's my colour, followed by red. That's probably a bit of a cliche in some circles, but black and red. Ooh, a lot of pink down there. You can see that down there. Okay, got that. Oh, am I supposed to clean? I'm supposed to clean the music as well. Because someone's graffitied the music. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I really don't know what to make of this game, because I said before, and I don't mean it in any disrespectful way whatsoever, but you know, it really feels like someone's repurposed some other engine and quickly cashed in on the fact that jet washing in VR is just such an obvious thing to want to do and such an obviously great experience. And to now, for ages, I think we were all waiting for I've forgotten the actual name of, you know, is it Powerwash Simulator or whatever it is? I've forgotten the name of it, but the one that everyone has always sung the praises of. I think we've all been waiting for that to turn up in VR, including apparently anyone who could have made one themselves. And then when it finally turned up, maybe part of the thing was you know, people figured there's no point in putting all the work into building one, because as soon as those guys turn up, that's it. The market's won. But the fact that there isn't a PCVR version means the market's still there. So it's a bit of a cash in, but you can't blame anyone. Oh my god, there's like loads of keys. They still haven't got every individual key. Oh my god. It's hard to tell which one's done and which one isn't. I think they're all done now. I think that's them all done. Still a lot. Oh, right, I need to get low. Actually harder to clean than I was expecting. There's loads. I've got to do bits around the back here. There's loads of little bits. There's some real little nooks and crannies need getting. I got all that. Yeah, I got all that. Right, we're getting close. Piano cover hander. Piano cover hander. Guess you mean that bit there. Right, got that. Delayed sound pedal. Like I know which pedal's which. Okay, bottom board and right hander. The heck is the right hander? It's going to be these, isn't it? There we go. Right, bottom board. And then we're done. Back body. What we call it? Oh, it's this. Miss some little bit on this, it seems. Yeah, that's the bottom board. What have I missed? I'm not getting. Ah, don't make me get down on the floor. I'm 95% of the way through this bottom board, apparently. This is where I'm gonna. This is where I find it. I finally got a model that's bugged out, because there's a bit you can't get. No, I feel like I've got every bit of it. I feel like I've washed every part. Okay, I'm going to sit on the floor. What am I missing? Let's try really concentrate a bit. All I can think of is that maybe it's on this gold bit or something, and there's a tiny bit of paint that I can't get. No. Oh my god. What haven't I got? I feel like I've touched every part. I definitely feel like I've hit every single bit of this. What am I missing? Okay. It says bottom board while I'm pointing at that, 95%. And I have so got every part of that. I'm actually starting to think that maybe it has bugged out. I don't suppose he'll tell me what bit I've missed. Oh. There is actually a bit I can't get. Or do I have to go right down here? Is that it? That's it. That was evil. So I had to go down the back there. I never would have got that otherwise. That was unfair. I'm going to punish you for that. So yeah, all the usual things to say about this game. It's really satisfying, but it feels like it's massively incomplete. Just feels like there's stuff missing. I can't remember how much it is. It's definitely one of those that if it's a few pounds, I definitely recommend it. If it's more than a few pounds, then I'm not sure how many a few is. I probably wouldn't recommend it that much. If you're really desperate for a power washing experience in VR, this is worth considering. But there is the other one that I played the other week that's currently free. I've forgotten the name of it. That one is easily as satisfying, but actually has a lot more going on in it, and is multiplayer as well, which is actually a ton of fun. Yeah, I like this. I'm glad I have it, and I'm going to carry on working my way through it until I've finished all the models for sure. The interesting thing with the other one, whose name is completely escaping me at the moment, is the thing of you can download random new models into it. It's hooked up with some 3D model site or whatever, and so you can upload your own and then connect it up to your own account and download stuff, so you can kind of, yeah, the options for what to clean in that are pretty infinite, especially if you're a dab hand at creating your own 3D objects. I reckon you could have a ton of fun making stuff. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day on that. That last one was a bit tricky. So let me just check. So the graffiti level, there's next up a mini sports car, and then it says a beach. Oh, I see, because the names are actually, you can't see obviously, the names are actually the thing that's been graffitied. So the sports car is actually like a minivan or some kind of van, and the beach is actually, I've already done it once. In fact, I've done all these once, haven't I? It's just the swimming pool with basically a beach spray painted on it. And then, yeah, the biggie is going to be the spaceship. Probably a couple of sessions off, and then I'll set aside an awful long time, I think, for doing the spaceship. That may be where I make a point of going in for 5 minutes, cleaning it, coming back out and seeing if it saves my progress. Because that might be a multi-part job, because the spaceship looks, unless it's a small model, and I don't realise this, it looks like it's going to be a big job. Anyway, from this dip into Powerwash Adventure, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.